When Constance Appleby taught a simple stick-and-ball game to a group of Radcliffe College summer students in the summer of 1901, little did anyone realize that this one act would result in the spread of a game called field hockey across the North American continent. In 1920, Appleby organized the team to play in her native England, the first United States women's national team. Traveling on steamships, the team played in front of appreciative overseas crowds. They were hoping to make an entry into the 1920 Olympic Games in Antwerp, Belgium, but were denied admission. In 1922, Appleby helped found the United States Field Hockey Association. In 1923, the United States touring team again embarked on a tour of England. The game remained popular in between the World Wars, especially in places where Appleby personally grew the game: New England, Philadelphia, Long Island, and New Jersey. In 1962, the United States once again traveled to England, playing the host to a 2-2 draw at Wembley Stadium in front of 57,000 people, one of the largest crowds yet to see a women's sporting event. It was the first time the Americans had gotten at least a draw from the English national team, symbolizing the Americans' rise as a world power in the sport. In 1963, the world came to the United States for the 8th International Federation of Women's Hockey Associations tournament. 24 teams came to Goucher College in Towson, Maryland for the tournament. As was the custom of the time, scores of the games were not kept, and the victor of the tournament was chosen only by acclamation at the end of the competition. By then, plans were in motion to make women's field hockey an Olympic sport. In 1974, the first Women's World Cup was organized and held in Holland. The following year, the United States traveled to the British Isles again, this time to play in Scotland in the inaugural Women's World Championship. By the time the United States finished third in the 1979 World Championship, a core team of veteran players was emerging as a medal contender for the Moscow Olympics. But in 1980, the same year the U.S. ice hockey team was engineering its miracle on ice, the women's field hockey team's dreams were lost to the Western boycott. The women from the 1980 team stayed together and trained towards the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Several of these women, such as Beth Anders, Beth Beglin, Karen Shelton, and Char Moret, started coaching on the side. It was a group that would ultimately shape the way the game was played once the NCAA took over sanctioning of the college game from the AIAW in 1982. As it turned out, the 1984 Olympics were boycotted as well, this time by many Eastern Bloc countries. The Americans were led by Beth Anders' 8 goals, a mark that would stand as an Olympic record for 24 years. The United States received a just reward of a bronze medal after winning a penalty stroke shootout against Australia. But after medaling in Los Angeles and qualifying for Seoul in 1988, the United States suffered a 2-decade-long drought during which the United States failed to qualify for the Olympics when it was not the host nation. After a less-than-hoped-for 5th-place finish as host of Atlanta '96, and after failing to make the Olympics at the final qualifying games in 2000 and 2004, a change was in order. In came Terry Walsh from Australia to become the new U.S. technical director. He in turn brought along Lee Bottomey to become head coach of the U.S. women's national team. The squad improved, qualifying for the 2008 Olympics and finishing 8th, falling in overtime of its final classification game. There was a setback in 2010 as the Americans failed to qualify for the World Cup despite playing on home soil. Questions were raised about the direction that the program was taking. But in 2011, the U.S. took an unprecedented step up in class. Despite being down 3 players due to injury before the Pan American Games, the United States beat world number 1 and current world champions Argentina for the gold medal and an automatic qualifying spot in the 2012 Olympics. It was a stunning upset, the first time the United States had ever won Pan American Games gold, making the team a credible medal contender for London. Rachel Dawson and Lauren Crandall controlled the defense. Kayla Bayshore-Smedley and Michelle Vitesse patrolled the center of the park. Katie O'Donnell and Paige Selensky may be the most technically gifted strikers the United States has ever produced. And Amy Swenson, fully entrenched now as the United States #1 goalie, needs to keep making the saves that she did when she was regarded as the best goalie in the world in 2006. These women are making one final trek to Great Britain in search of Olympic gold on the world stage. 4 years of training, dedication, teamwork, and skill have led to this moment. The ultimate test of this simple stick and ball game. Around the world, millions of players hope to win Olympic gold, but there can only be one champion. The winner of an Olympics joins a line that stretches back into history. London 2012 awaits.